Hi guys, so a lot of people asking me what is the minimum budget to start dropshipping business, and I was thinking about this a lot because for me it took some time to kind of like accumulate the capital and skills to do it, and it wasn't like all straightforward. Like for some people that are showing that their success came to them like within first few weeks or few days, right? So for me it was like long process, but I've learned a lot of things along the way, and if I would do it from scratch, that I want to show you exactly how I would do it, and some of the tips that you can use to make this process more like smoother and more straightforward. So let's get started. Hats for sales for this store, and I mean, like a lot of people ask me, like, what is the minimum budget like to start with, like drop shipping, right? So I'll show you the stats for this year, for instance. So, so it's $1 million since the beginning of this year. It's not something huge, but it's running for profitability right now, and it's quite good profit margins. And a lot of people ask me like how to achieve like these good profit margins, and also how to actually get started with dropshipping. So I want to show you the minimum budget basically to start Shopify dropshipping in 2018. And one of the things that I want to kind of like illustrate is you have to be prepared to start and face a challenge, and you have to be ready to invest some money into this venture, because it's it's a business, right? It's a business. It's not something that does not require risk. Everything requires risk, and entrepreneurs, the definition of entrepreneur is basically taking risks. So my personal story and how I started drop shipping, I mean it didn't start from like e-commerce or from drop shipping itself. So I was born in Ukraine, and I was working different jobs. I couldn't find myself. I didn't speak English. I haven't had like didn't have any skills that I could use, and especially any like e-commerce skills or dropshipping skills. Then I had a job that I have to work like 12 hours a day just to provide for my family. And eventually I quit my job, and I started to do like different I was working as virtual assistant, as Google specialist, and then I decided to focus on Facebook advertising as a freelancer. And that's where it started like to pick up for me, because I started to work like with different businesses, and I couldn't even comprehend like how big the opportunity was, right? And so it didn't start like for me in terms of like getting just getting like money, or like my clients didn't pay me a lot at first, but then it's I figured out that a lot of them were doing like drop shipping or e-commerce, and I've seen like what's possible with that model. And I've taken those skills and basically the capital that I've accumulated by working with those people. So if you're working like 9 to 5 job, maybe like you have some savings that you can dedicate to this venture. Maybe you can just stop spending money on something that doesn't bring you like a lot of like value. Maybe like some extra clothing or cars or different stuff that you can cut expenses for. And because if you're serious about this venture, then you have to invest. You have to be prepared to invest, have money to invest. And in my experience, the more money you have to invest, basically the bigger chances that you will succeed with this, right? And so some of the considerations you should have with this is you need to have budget to advertise and pay for apps, right? So you need to, like, there is no way around it. Like, you need to have budget to advertise, pay for Facebook ads, pay for all of the apps. And also Facebook is very competitive right now. It takes time to figure out things. There's the learning curve, right? So, you're probably learning a lot from these videos, from my videos, from other videos, but still there is a learning curve. Sometimes you need feedback, sometimes you need help, right? So there's also like a time investment, right? So there's like high risk by high reward, right? So, I mean, you're putting a lot of time into this, right? You're putting a lot of money into this, but then also there is like a high reward, because if you figure it out, this could be like, 6-7 figure business for you. Like you could quit your job, or you can have like another stream of income added to your business. So that's like high risk, high reward things. And you have to be aware of that. There is nothing like, if people are promising you something without risk, it's not true. There's always risk, right? And with college, for example, a lot of people go to college, pay, hundreds of thousands of dollars, or, dozens of thousands of dollars for it. And like, what is the potential reward from that, right? What those skills worth, right? So typically after college, people get like a job that pays like, $30,000-$40,000 a year, and they, spend like 5 years learning that. So with dropshipping, with this skill set, if you master it, it's potentially worth, hundreds of thousands of dollars for you. It doesn't take as much time. So you can see like how this correlates, the high risk, but also like high reward that you can potentially gain from this. And also investing in these like valuable skills, they will serve you for life, right? It's not like, for example, if you're like learning how to sell stuff online, it's not only, productive like in terms of, okay, so I make some money now, but also in terms of like growing your skills, because then you can apply those same skills to sell other products, different products for other people. So that insanely valuable skill set, right? And opportunity is huge once you become good at it. So that's like what I want to like emphasize, that it takes time to master, there is learning curve, but you have like, once you do it, like once you go through all of this path, like you start seeing opportunities everywhere. You start seeing like products that you can sell everywhere, and there are a lot of opportunities for people with these skills. Now that's my magic number, right? So $2,000, a lot of people, they say you can start with less. Probably that's true, but it's in my experience, if you like $2,000, like bare minimum that you can start with, to have some testing budget, right? To not be like stressed out about like last like few dollars that you have. And also just getting that momentum, right? Getting that momentum, initial momentum. So if you have another like source of income, then you can invest some of the money that you save into this venture, and basically eventually grow it, right? And Facebook ads is the main channel to fuel growth that we use. There are other channels, obviously, but Facebook ads works very well still. Also, it's like very competitive, but there's still a lot of opportunity for people who know what they're doing, right? And you must be willing to risk to lose it, right? You must be willing to put your money on the table. And at first, it's very uncomfortable feeling when you start like losing, let's say, $5, $10, and you think, wow, I remember how it was for me when I was like, I was spending money on ads, and then I was thinking, wow, like I just spent like $50 and I had no sales. Maybe I should have bought something with that like $50, like new like sneakers or something, right? I was thinking, wow, I should have bought sneakers because that $50 is gone. But like it was gone, but then like it just came back to me like many times over because I was willing to do that step. So that's how you need to think about it. Like that's a long-term investment into your skill set that you can use basically selling products on the internet, and whatever it is, like whether it's drop shipping, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's like other products that you want to sell, like that skill set will serve you for life, right? And I believe you must have other sources of income to fully get in with this, like to fully go in, like all in with this model, with this opportunity, because that will help you kind of like to do that transition. Or let's say even if you have like some savings, you can invest those savings into basically growing this business, right? The time frame, I've seen people succeeding with this sometimes even faster, sometimes even like 2 weeks, but 30 to 90 days, a fully committed person, even if they don't have any experience, if they're like truly dedicated and like they want to figure it out, they have funds to invest into that growth, then within 30, 90 days, they can have, outstanding results, and they can, become profitable and then scale it, to 6-7 figures. And some of the cons, pros and cons of Facebook ads, right? So Facebook is obviously, paid ads, right? It's paid. You pay for getting that traffic. But there are a lot of pros. Like, for example, it's scalable, right? It's, for example, getting to 100K per month in sales is quite easy to achieve with Facebook. Once you find a good, good product, like just within like very short period of time, you can get to $100,000 per month in sales quite easy, right? Facebook has very easy targeting and analytics. Like it's very easy to understand, easy to comprehend and learn, right? But still there is like some, there is some like learning curve, which we'll talk in a second. And this is very valuable skill to have. Like paid traffic, running paid traffic, because you're buying attention somewhere, right? And you can buy it for any product, for any service. So that's very, very valuable. If you can turn that attention into another, into purchase, or into into a lead, right, into a person who's interested in those services or product, I mean, that is very, very valuable skill to have, guys. And so cons of Facebook, right? It's getting more expensive, obviously. There's learning curve and time to master. Like, you have to dedicate, some time, like a lot of time actually at the beginning, at least, to kind of like figure out how it works, how all of the metrics like interconnected and work with each other. And then several variables that are not within your control. Like, for example, you cannot control competition. You cannot control like how many people will, buy certain ads in a certain country, in a certain town, right? When you advertise, Facebook sometimes has like outages where like you cannot advertise. Basically, you have like no impressions, and Facebook takes your money. Sometimes there are fake impressions or fake users, right? So there are a lot of like things that you cannot control, but you can also control a lot. You can control your website, you can control your funnel, you can control your product. So there are a lot of things that you can actually control. And, with all of those things, with all of the pros and cons, I believe Facebook is still like the best platform to get started with dropshipping and get it started and scale it, to $100,000 per month or more. So I believe that's still the best platform to use to achieve that. So these are all of the considerations, and like minimum budget. As you can see, budget does not only come like in terms of like money, but also it comes in terms of like your time spent, because your time is your most valuable asset, right? It's how much time you spend basically learning all of these skills and figuring it out. But if you think about like long term, like it will pay out for itself, hundreds of times and even thousands of times. And the only difference between that and you being like like unhappy with your results, and let's say you spend like thousands of dollars and you have no success, and you might think like, oh, that's it, this is the end of the world, I won't do it anymore. Or you can think, okay, so I've spent $1,000, I've learned something, maybe I should learn more, maybe I take some insights from the data that I have accumulated, and then take those insights and just get your success to the next level. So I believe there's always like several ways of doing things. There are always several ways of looking at things. And if you look at it like positively and you look for on it as like from long-term perspective, you will win long-term. So that is it, guys. That's what I believe the minimum budget to start Shopify dropshipping in 2019. It's not only money, that's also your attention, that's also your time, that's also your effort. And I mean, if you dedicate it to it, you will definitely succeed. So if you like this video, guys, please like this video. If you have any questions, please drop your questions below in comments. And please subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this. I share a lot of interviews, a lot of strategies, a lot of like tutorials to help you succeed with dropshipping, with Facebook ads, with your business and life overall. So thank you very much, guys.